Hooray Valley, hooray Hollywood, where any office boy or young mechanic can be a panic with just a good-looking fan, and any barmaid can be a star.
Yeah, hooray for Hollywood. Good morning, everyone. It is, let me get to my Tuesday, 5th of March, 8 below. You know, it's kind of sad. 8 below, it was rather mild. Now, if I got brain freeze or what, I've got to get out of this place when you start saying a mild 8 below, which, do the math, people, is only 40 degrees below the temperature water freezes at 32 F. Got to get out of here. Okay, Dave, we want to talk about that picture. Patience, people. Dave, 4 days off, you didn't get your hair cut. We're getting another video about Jews. You mean the Jew behind every tree? You got it, people. Little housekeeping details. Lots of links. I'm going to post lots of links on this video. You've got to check them out. Further evidence, people. More complete and accurate evidence. I can only give you snippets here. Cell phone users, one more time. If you can't find the links, keep scrolling down past the recommended videos. Find the comment section. That will be the links. You'll see them. Click on them. Watch them. Learn. They're short. I think a couple of them are 18 minutes. Lots of information contained therein. Believe it or not, the weather is going to be breaking. Toward the end of the week, we're looking at 20s. 20 on the plus side. This kid has got to get a lot of work done. I've got to have the big sale. I've got to get out of here. I'm afraid I'm going to get complacent. The weather's going to break, and I'm going to get back into my, oh, it's not so bad here. Kind of nice up here. You know, not a lot of traffic, not a lot of crime. Can't afford that. I've got to get the hell out of this Arctic wasteland. YouTube notifications. Yep, I'm having nothing but trouble with emails, having nothing but trouble with YouTube notifications. I've got a conversation brewing on one of my videos. I don't even know about it. I discovered it by accident. Again, people, if you have something to say, make a comment. If it's worth responding to, trust me, I will. If you don't hear from me in a number of days or hours, I usually get to them within 24 hours. Use my email address, outpost, one word, OUTPOST, at midco, MIDCO.net. I'm not trying to ignore you. I don't know what YouTube's up to. Okay, Dave, the picture. Well, do you recognize that picture, people? Isn't that Foxy Megan Fox? Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about her. Kosherwood, Hollywood as you know it. Is Kosherwood Jewish? You bet it is. Dave, do you have any evidence for that? Well, yes, I do. People, these videos take time, a lot of research. I have to be accurate. I don't want any of you coming back on me saying, that's BS, Dave, and you know it. Because, no, I do due diligence. I check my sources. So let's go back. How far back? December 19th, 2008, Los Angeles Times. The article written by Joel Stein. Stein, huh? Sounds kind of Jewish to me. Title of the article, Who Runs Hollywood? Come on. Quote, how deeply Jewish is Hollywood? When the studio chiefs took out a full-page ad in the Los Angeles Times a few weeks ago to demand that the Screen Actors Guild settle its contract, remember now we're back in 2008, the open letter was signed by News Corp President Peter Chernin, Jew, Paramount Pictures Chairman Brad Gray, Jewish, Walt Disney Company Chief Executive Robert Iger, Jewish, Sony Pictures Chairman Michael Linton, surprise, Dutch Jew, Warner Brothers Chairman Barry Meyer, Jewish, CBS Corp Chief Executive Leslie Moonves, so Jewish his great uncle was the first Prime Minister of Israel, MGM Chairman Harry Sloan, Jewish, and NBC Universal Chief Executive Jeff Zucker, mega Jewish. Okay, you got it from the horse's mouth. A Jew telling you who runs Hollywood. And he finishes up his article by saying, hey, and I'm glad they do. Man. All right, Dave. We want to talk about that picture. What about Foxy Megan Fox? Patience, people. It's a virtue. Previous video, I said you got to get your laughs when you can. I got a little joke for you. Let's start this out with a joke, okay? So you see, there was this Jewish rabbi and Catholic priest sitting on a park bench one day. Nice sunny day, definitely not in North Dakota. And a young boy walks by. The Catholic priest leans over and says to the rabbi, "Boy, I'd sure like to screw that." The rabbi looks at the Catholic priest and says, "Out of what?" There is truth in humor, people. There's truth in humor. I know what you're thinking. You see the Foxy Megan Foxes. You see the hottie little Jessica Alba. And you know what you're thinking. You are talking to an ex made eat to twice Navy seagoing pig. Notice I said ex. Don't lie to me. You look at these Hollywood celebrities and you feel like the Catholic priest, don't you? And there's one good thing about being a pig, however. You can't get mad cow disease. So Dave, what is this all about? What do Megan Foxy Fox and Jessica Alba have in common? Are you sitting down, people? They're men. They're trannies. Ah, come on, Dave. That is bullshit. No, it's not. Click on the links. I'm going to give you a little teaser here. From the horse's mouth, Megan's good buddy, fellow bro, Jessica Alba. Kind of poor quality, but if you watch the links, you'll get a much better version of it. Are we ready for this?
You're a very attractive woman, but tell us, what would surprise people about Jessica Alba?
I'm a man.
Watch the link, people. I'm a man. In the same link I'm going to give you, in the pinned comment, you are going to hear Foxy Megan Fox say, "I'm a tranny. I'm a man." Now, how does that square? Come on, Dave. We've been taught in our Jewish Communist Manifesto 10th plank, free education for all children in government schools, that this is a Judeo-Christian nation. Nothing could be further from the truth. You can't mix those two. They are diametrically opposed, people. The God of Judaism is not the God of the Christians. These Christ-hating Jews worship the androgynous God. Watch the link. Baphomet. Part woman, part man. The breasts of a woman, the erect, hard Johnson of a man. Take a look at it. Don't take my word for it. So, you don't believe that's true, huh? Well, I just happened to find, because of my good researching skills, and I do the Google, a rabbi named Ted Falcon. Falcon doesn't sound real Jewish, does it? In fact, it doesn't sound Jewish at all, so much so I had to do the Google and check out Rabbi Falcon. And guess what? He's a rabbi. And guess what? He teaches Judaism. And guess what else? Your humble messenger has found a clip of the good rabbi talking about creationism, Adam and Eve. And what does he have to say about that? Well, let's listen to the rabbi himself.
What do you mean? God took the side of the man, fashioned it into a woman, brought her to the man, who looks at her and says, "This is flesh of my flesh and bone of my bone." If you take that seriously, literally, this is bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. Why? Because she was already there. Where was she? They were attached side by side. Why couldn't they meet each other? Because they were attached side by side.
Both male and female contained in the same unit. Baphomet. You don't believe your humble messenger? Are you going to believe the good rabbi? Seems like a hell of a nice guy. You ought to check him out on his YouTube channel. The video was Secrets of Adam and Eve. And the channel is Newald Falcon. Neuwald. Okay. Where are we going with this? You know, it takes a National Education Association, American Federation of Teacher Unions, and public schools to make history boring as hell. And it equally takes 501(c) tax-exempt state churches to make the Bible boring as hell. But the Bible is a living book. It's a fascinating book. If you would read it for yourself and quit letting state-paid preachers tell you what it says. Fascinating stories. Does the Bible mention trannies? Sure does, people. So, the next time you're looking at one of your Hollywood celebrities, your Foxy Megan Foxes, oh, and do back that picture up. Look at the throat on that quote-unquote chick. It's a pretty hefty throat you got there, Megan, old man. Looks like an Adam's apple to me. I don't know about you. Check out the links, people. It will admit it is a confused bag. It is a tranny man. Be careful who you lust for. Till the next video, you guys have a good day. I got stuff to do. It's going to warm up to about 10 above. See you then.